Joanna Gaines is speaking out. The fixer-upper star spoke out in the fall issue of Magnolia Journal, giving a rare insight into how fame and social media trolls have affected her and Chip Gaines. Some years ago, Chip and I found ourselves in a world we'd never known with no instructions or roadmap. When our show took off, we couldn't have imagined all the beauty and blessings that would follow for us and for our family, all of which we're continually grateful for, she wrote in part. The 43-year-old continued, saying that sometimes when stories are written about her family's, quote, supposed beliefs in politics, it can sometimes strike a nerve, no matter how much they try to brush it off, adding, "But it didn't take us long to realize that being a part of this new reality also meant being a part of the news cycle. Stories get written about us, about our family, our plans, our supposed beliefs, and politics. We've been through it enough now to know that it's just part of the territory. And a lot of times it's so unbelievable we can't help but laugh. But every now and then a headline or story will strike a nerve, regardless of how off the mark it may be. Those times are harder to reconcile because we're human, and the idea that it's just part of the territory doesn't make untrue accusations any less painful." The HGTV star went on to say that her husband Chip handles these types of situations better than she does, saying he lets it roll off his back where she wants to, quote, right the wrong. Joanna ended the article on a positive note, saying that she feels there is, quote, more light than dark in the world. One thing about Chip and Joe, they are always on the same page about the security of their marriage. Access Hollywood talked with the couple back in July 2021 when they shared why they would never get divorced.
One thing that I would say is our superpower is that Joe and I are not quitters. I mean, throwing in the towel is not something that honestly ever even comes to mind. And I would say that happened pretty early in our relationship, where we just thought it's interesting that divorce or leaving one another is not really an option for us. And so somehow that little foundation has definitely served us well, because things have definitely been challenging. We're not perfect, and we have issues and trials and errors just like anybody. But I would say that it's funny when you say throwing in the towel. In fairness, I would admit if we had considered that along the way, but relationally, we're in it for forever. You know, this will never be a gossip mag that we don't make it. That's how it ends. And I can kind of see the end of that story. And then when I think about difficult things that we've done, and I would say the real estate crisis of kind of like 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, you know, it didn't hit Waco till a little bit later. So it's a little bit of an extended period that I'm referring to. But, you know, that crisis, Joe and I had multiple opportunities to quit and throw in the towel, and that was just not in our DNA. And so now I think we've taken that and realized that, you know, it's like you can't ever lose if you don't quit. And Joe and I keep showing up day after day, and sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not, but we keep putting one foot in front of the other.